Your debt is making someone rich right now, not by accident, not because you're bad with money, but because the system was built to profit from how your brain reacts to spending. Every time you swipe your card, someone else gets paid, and it's not you. In the United States, credit card debt recently hit $1.17 trillion. That's according to the Federal Reserve's latest available data. But here's what matters more. The majority of that debt is revolving, meaning it gets carried month to month and charged interest. That interest doesn't disappear, it becomes income for someone else. The average credit card interest rate has climbed to 22.76%, the highest in over 30 years. So let's say you've got a $5,000 balance and you're paying the minimum each month. You can end up paying over $7,000 in interest alone over time. That's more than double what you actually bought. And here's the part nobody talks about. Your debt isn't breaking the system. Your debt is the system. Banks don't make real money when you pay things off fast. They make money when you stay in it, month after month, year after year. Last year alone, credit card companies pulled in over $135 billion in interest and fees. That's more than the entire economy of over 100 countries. That's why minimum payments exist. They look helpful, they feel responsible, but they're built to keep you paying, not to help you escape. Here's what most people never realize. If you've got a $3,000 balance at 20% interest and you only pay the minimum each month, it can take decades to pay it off, and you end up paying more than double what you borrowed. Now here's where your brain works against you. Your brain doesn't think in totals, it thinks in monthly payments. When you hear only $150 a month, your brain feels relief, not cost, relief. It ignores the total price. It ignores the interest piling up. It ignores what this costs you 5 years from now. Because your brain is wired to value comfort today more than freedom tomorrow. Psychologists call this present bias. That gap between feeling good now and paying for it later is exactly where debt becomes profitable. If this is making you uncomfortable, that's actually good. It means you're seeing what most people miss. Subscribe. This channel breaks down the psychology that keeps people stuck, not the usual motivational nonsense. This isn't a math problem. It's a behavior problem. Debt changes how you live. When part of your paycheck is already promised to interest payments, you don't take risks. You put off investing. You delay saving. You play it safe. Not because you want to, but because your future money is already spoken for. That's the real power of debt. It doesn't just take your money, it takes your options. You can't quit jobs you hate. You can't make bold career moves. You can't think past next month, because every month someone else gets paid before you do. Here's what credit card companies know. The average American household with credit card debt pays over $1,300 in interest every year. That's a new laptop, a short vacation, months of groceries. Gone. Not spent on anything you can use, just interest. Here's the truth most people never hear. The system doesn't need you to go bankrupt. It just needs you to stay in debt long enough. As long as you're carrying a balance, interest keeps flowing. That flow is predictable, reliable, passive income for someone else. Nearly half of U.S. credit card holders carry balances month to month, not because they're irresponsible, but because the system quietly pushes them toward it. Think about how this actually works. You're pre-approved for limits higher than you can realistically handle. You're offered reward points that require you to spend more. You're sent balance transfer offers that just reset the clock. And minimum payments are set so low they barely touch the interest. Every feature is designed to keep you in the cycle. Debt makes you feel like you're doing fine today while quietly draining your future. You own things, but nothing's really yours yet. You're managing payments, not building wealth. And this isn't your fault. You were taught to ask the wrong question. Not, who benefits if I say yes to this, but can I afford the monthly payment?
Every time you use debt, you're answering that first question, whether you realize it or not. Your money doesn't vanish, it moves from your future straight into someone else's account. Here's a question nobody thinks to ask. Why do credit cards give you 2% cash back while charging 22% interest? Because they've done the math. They know most people won't pay in full. They're betting on you carrying a balance, and the numbers say they're right. That 2% reward, it's funded by the interest you pay later. You're literally paying for your own rewards. Understanding this won't magically erase debt, but it gives you back the one thing debt tries to take first: awareness. Because once you see how the system works, you stop blaming yourself, and you start asking better questions. Not, how do I manage this debt, but who's making money if I keep it? So next time before you swipe, pause. Ask yourself, who gets richer if I carry this balance? If this changed how you think about debt, subscribe. This channel breaks down the psychology of money that keeps people stuck, not empty motivation. And drop debt in the comments if you've ever realized too late that a payment was quietly trapping you. I read every single one. Because once you understand why your debt exists, you'll realize something uncomfortable. Your debt was never really about you. It's about a trillion-dollar industry that needs you to keep swiping, keep carrying balances, and keep paying, month after month, year after year. But now you know how it works, and knowing is the first step toward getting out.